lanes. I've been driving this train, years in this lane. There's no stopping this flame, cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capping space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, la, 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 la. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capping space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la.
Well, hello. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Miss Diane. Hi, Stanley. Hey, Kendra. Hey, Geneva. Look, I don't know where to get started. Hey, Michelle. By the way, a lot of y'all's memberships ended since we were last live. I mean, a lot. So, a lot of them went down, and that's, you don't have emojis, that's why. I'm probably going to be going live the next few days to put some towards that, though. And you're going to hear a list because I got a teeth whitening thing in right now. So before y'all start that shit, I'm letting you know up front. But I needed to go live and talk about this. So, F it. I was going to wait till tomorrow until I heard about the whole E11 thing. I was like, nah, let's go ahead and... Yeah, like 24 of them ended since we last went live. So, sorry. Okay. We're going to talk about a few things. The whole Raiken situation, E11's chickens, the crud of YouTube, aka no longer stud. Yeah, I heard you running your mouth about me. Don't worry, we'll get into that. Thank you, Queen. Thank you, Queen. Thank you, Queen. Thank you. Macy, Slender, Brenda, because I can. Elsa, you all got gifted memberships from Miss Michelle, M to the B. Thank you so much. I can't see. Well, hold on. Let me go see real quick. Dude, I hate talking with this thing in my mouth. It's driving me crazy. But I'm also not taking it out just to satisfy people. Hold on. Let me try to refresh, like, see who got them. Because there's always a blocked person that gets them. Which I don't care. I'm still grateful. I'm just letting you know. I'm trying to shout out your name so you can say thank you to M to the B next time you see her. And I wish for the goals they let us set up to ask for something. Oh, Deadly got the other one. What the hell? Oh, it is. It is a denounced kind of night. Man, oh man, did y'all watch his stream? The failed witch. So, since I have never referred to you the way everybody else has talked about you, the stud of YouTube, the dud of YouTube, whatever. So, you're the crud of YouTube. Okay? And you want to call me failed witch because everybody else does? And you dumbass. Oh, if she's such a real psychic, why don't she put out receipts? Have you not heard have you not seen the reviews? heard people come up here crying about how much the reading has changed their views on things. And hold on, I had to take it out. I can't do it. How the reviews have changed their life and made them know for sure that there's more out there and there's afterlife. Like, people have come up and spoken about that. People have done reviews about that very thing. So I don't know why you need to keep going live calling me the failed witch of YouTube, you asshole, and fake psychic, and why don't I show proof? Like, I don't have permission from these people to put out all their family secrets, and like, unless they tell me I can't, I'm not going to do that. That is ethically wrong. I'm not going to do that. Not, yeah. No, I did not. What was the question? He did that over the weekend in the morning, and because some asshole went to him and told him I was talking shit about him. Why do you keep taking the bait? We did a stream where we talked about you, and I was saying positive things, which you don't deserve. And I said how I was one of your silent supporters when you'd go live early in the morning, which is how I caught this stream, you running your mouth about me. I watched it live while it was going down, trying to give you support. And as usual, because you got jewels in your fucking head, you just run with it and just believe everything she fucking says. Like, stop it, dude. No one was talking shit about you over here. Now I will. Now I give you no fucks. I don't care nothing else again. I said nothing negative about you. I wasn't talking shit about you. Like, oh, was she talking shit about me? Yeah, I didn't watch it. Well, you should fucking watch it and hear it for yourself to see what a moron you fucking sound like. Because I never said any shit about you, except that you were letting Jules gaslight you, and that's the fucking truth. And clearly she still is. You're an idiot. Ugh. And to that I say,
I fucking denounce you. You're fucking denounced!
So yeah, you're officially denounced by me. How about that? Okay? Because when everybody was going at you for what you did with your daughter and everything, I did not use it as a way to go at you, even though you've been so evil and awful to me over since May. You've been a complete fucking asshole to me since May. And even then, when everybody found this golden opportunity to go at you to point out how fucked up of a dad you are, allegedly, because you did this situation, I didn't do that. What did I do, Drazo? I helped you get something done about Muzz showing that video, recording that video, and passing that video around. No matter how I felt about you, no matter what you've done to me, it didn't fucking matter. I sit there and let bygones be bygones and helped you out, and you fucking know it. Never again. And that you could count on. You're such an idiot. When she leaves you, I can't wait. It's gonna be amazing because you're gonna be there with less people in your chat than you have now. Oh, I know. He's been real opinionated lately. Usually when he was over here, he would give a few opinions here and there, mainly when it came to Muzz. When everybody else, though, he would stay away from it. Not anymore. Now he's all up in that Kool-Aid, that Jonestown Kool-Aid flavor. It is very cold, which, let me give you an update on the cat. Someone who we've been enemies for years has reached out and wants to help. She was willing to drive in the middle of the night to come get the cat because there's ice on all the vehicles, y'all. But the cat's not been outside. So I'm waiting for that. So if you're watching, I haven't seen her outside. I think the neighbors upstairs were maybe forced to bring her in because I heard the pitter patter of her feet running around. So that's a good thing. But it won't last long, and I know it won't last long. So next time I see her out there, I will let you know so you can come get her. I won't be meeting with you for obvious reasons, but it's not about me. It's not about you. It's not about how we feel about each other. An animal needs help, and I'm desperate for that cat to be okay. So when that happens and she's back outside, I will make sure to let you know so you come get her. But it is 2 hours, just to give you a heads up. It is 2 hours away. So I don't know if that's going to be, if you have someone closer, let me know. But she hasn't been out there, or I would have responded quickly. Yeah, we have ice. We're supposed to be there was snow. Girl, there was snow 5 minutes down the road, but we didn't get it. Like, they got big flakes too, but we didn't get it. We just got ice. But it's supposed to get way worse this weekend. Well, this following weekend, and going into Thanksgiving, it's supposed to get horrible. So yes, don't worry, I will not be meeting with no one, but it's the cats outside usually, so they could just get her. I don't know. I don't know why he felt the need to go do a live to talk shit about me and to speak about my psychic abilities and me as a witch. Like, you're just repeating the shit you hear. You don't even know. You don't know one way or the other whether I'm real or not. You don't even fucking know. You just went with it because that's what everybody else says. Grow up. Ugh. Hey, Purple, how are you? Hello. So, and again, thank you so much, Michelle, for that. I appreciate you. For y'all got memberships in this live, it came from M to the B. Like I said, that those numbers did go down a lot, but I'm going to put it back into it myself, so don't worry. We'll get them back up. And that's the bad thing about YouTube, because you could think you're caught up on things or that you're going to get a decent amount, and then the next time you click on, boom, like $100 or something is gone because memberships are canceled, which it is what it is. We never know when those memberships are done. It's snowing in our mountains, but rain, and more rain. We don't have none of that yet. It's just ice on the vehicles because it's so cold. But let's get into the Raiken thing first, shall we? Oh, wait, no, let's do the strike thing first. Okay. Miss Diane, thank you. Hey, Purple, why are you stressed? Hold on, let my YouTube catch up. I want to see who got them. Thank you. I was telling y'all I was going to put into it. Thank you. Oh, and by the way, I have a storefront. If y'all didn't see it, I have a new store that y'all can shop from, which those prices were already set, by the way, by that storefront that I use, that website. Those prices already set. I didn't change any of them. I just left them as whatever they suggested. So don't think I set them or try to get, like, no, that's just what they have them at. Hold on, let me try something real quick. Alamonte, you got membership from, okay, we got Alamonte, is Macy, Wind Whispers, Shoddy, Cochran, Julie BC, Nailed by Rachel. You all got gifted memberships. And those came from Miss Diane. Thank you so much. Thank you. And again, y'all, don't forget to use your emojis pertaining to these situations. Like, we have a lot of emojis. Hey, Devereaux. Long time no see. There's a lot of emojis, and I think all of us forget to use them. I know. Okay, so let's talk about the strike. Y'all know I hosted a stream saying what I wanted, what I was willing to do, right? Now, most people voted no, absolutely not. Do not give her a chance. Do not work with her. She wouldn't do the same for you. She wouldn't give a fuck, blah, blah, blah. Like, a lot of people were on that bandwagon, which I totally understand and get. With all that being said, and knowing that this kept me up for 2 nights, and it actually did. For 2 nights straight, I could not sleep because I felt so bad thinking I ruined someone's holiday. Whether I did or not, we could argue till the cows come home about was her holidays actually ruined or not. Doesn't matter at this point. It still kept me up. She knows that. She watched that stream. We know she watched that stream, or her subs watched that stream, and I never heard anything back from her. She has my email because that's where the strikes go through, and never, yes, I'd be willing to work out a deal. Yes, please, that'd be great if you could remove that, and I'll do what the things you're requesting. I'll keep my word. Nothing. Haven't heard anything, so safe to say she doesn't give a fuck, and she's not willing. So it is what it is. Thank you, Miss Diane. I really, really appreciate it, y'all. Girl, even though it's ice on the vehicles outside, I've got my ceiling fan on, and I got a smaller fan blowing on me right now. Not because I'm actually cold or like hot, just because I like to be snuggled under my blanket. So, And yeah, y'all know the answer. If I was the one in her shoes, y'all already know the answer. There would be no second guessing. Was it the right thing to do? There would be no, I don't want to ruin that person's holiday. Like I said, when she was starting a hate campaign against me on my daughter's birthday, and I was crying about how that it was ruining that for me, and how I was having a good day until she started that shit up, and again, it was hurting others. And Draza was a part of that too. And I was actually defending him, and he did what he did, but whatever. I mean, Jules is very convincing, you gotta say. That was my daughter's birthday, and it was a big birthday. She was becoming a teenager, and she didn't give a fuck. She actually made fun of me for crying. So, and I actually didn't do anything wrong. She was doxing me and playing most of my stream. She was doing multiple things wrong. And then said she was going to record it and continue. And then she went on her Rumble and showed the Instagram where you can find my children's photos and my relatives' photos, as we fucking know. So, yeah, totally different situations, but she didn't give a fuck. She made fun of me for being upset about it. Thank you so much, Martin's mommy. Thank you for your continued support all this time. I appreciate the milestones. No, I love my location, but there will be a move soon, but not back to Texas, that's for sure. But anyways, okay, so as far as the strike, I haven't heard anything from her, so guess she doesn't want it. Guess she doesn't give a fuck. Don't know what to tell you. George's stream, George, my God, hey Glennis, I've watched your stream, and it was such a short stream, but your laugh was contagious. I could not quit laughing with you. You were just laughing your ass off about how the High had such a hard week. And let me tell you this, Christy Marie, and if y'all don't know, Amzie didn't get hired at Circle K. Christy Marie has been working at Circle K since me and her split up. She actually got hired there when we were still talking. When we got back from the trip, she actually got hired there. So she's been working there for a very long time. She's clearly a good employee if she's still working there. Allegedly, her mom's working there too. So, Keister Marie, I can't stand you. You dodged a bullet. Could you imagine the shit you'd have to deal with if Amzie was working there with you? Honest to God, could you imagine? It's not a good idea. Please don't ever try to do that again. Like, yes, it's great. It's such a fun idea when y'all are friends, but when y'all fall out, could you imagine the shit that would have started? Oh my, just don't. Please don't. Don't ever do that again. But yeah, so Amzie didn't get hired at Circle K and says she was overqualified for it. That's why she didn't get it. And that Christy, hey Cindy, and that Christy must have scored the lowest, which why was Christy being tested when she already had a job? Again, I don't know. I haven't seen if she got fired and went somewhere. I don't know. But like I said, she worked at Circle K back when she was over here. So I don't know, maybe yes, and that's the truth. Hey George, and that's the truth is, look, I'm not trying to be messy, and I'm not trying to be judgy, and I'm not trying to be an a-hole, but yes, criminals can be hired at jobs like McDonald's and Circle and convenience stores and all that stuff, right? But they will not hire you. They will overlook a lot of things except violent charges and stealing. Those are the two things they don't overlook usually when it comes to handling money and comes to dealing with customers. They won't overlook that. That is their big no-nos on the criminal background check. Like anything else, they probably would be like, oh, well. But stealing and violent charges is a no-go. No matter how long ago it was, if they found that, that's probably why you didn't get hired. And I hope you get hired somewhere else. I'm not like that. I'm not trying to be an asshole, but don't put that blame on Christy. Which again, fuck you, Christy. But don't put that blame on her. Was she the hiring manager? Don't think so. And if she was, then good. She made a good decision. But George, your stream, I could not quit laughing. It was too fucking funny. And again, mainly because you're laughing. But what is this deal? Like, didn't the Hive used to talk about George's weight? You judge everyone. Your son disowned you, did he? Or do you don't know the situation because I don't tell y'all the situation. Have a good day. I've been losing lately. Losing what? Hey, Anne Marie. Yeah, every time y'all say happy birthday, y'all confuse me. You know that. gonna have me playing a birthday video again. What was I saying? But didn't they used to talk about how George was overweight or something? When? Yes, they used to say you wouldn't go on camera because you were overweight. Where? That man is in his prime, it looks like. Shut up. And look, Amzy, you are racist. To say the shit you said about George was as racist as it fucking gets. Like, I don't get what you don't get about that. How about before you say certain things, you go and Google it and see what it says? To see if there's a racist history behind the things you're saying. Like, Aunt Jemima, yeah. You could, like, shut up. Just fucking shut up. And talking about his hair the way you were, yeah. There's racist connotations behind all of that and history behind that. Like, just zip it. If like, stop talking about people like that. So fucking annoying. Right? How many times does that need to be told? That's just common fucking sense. If you're saying anything negative, it's not good. You look like an asshole and you look racist. Don't do it. I wasn't even going to speak on that, but she just like, that's not racist. Yes, it is. Jeez Louise. Okay. Okay, to the Raiken thing. Oh, and then we'll get to the E11's chickens. Trust. To the Raiken thing. Raiken's been getting, like, people are, and it was, and she does. Most people with, like, common sense, we know that. That's not even, oh, I didn't know. No, everybody knows that shit. Hold on, let me turn down. I was watching the Tudors show. Been watching that for all day. Hey, just go visit for a little bit. Okay, so Raiken is getting, everybody's going at Raiken hardcore. Oh, did I? What meme? Raiken's been gone at hardcore lately, if you haven't witnessed it. Bombshell's going at her. Another creator in our community that I'm not talking about, she's not talking about me, is going after her. People in the Krama community are going after her. It's all geared around messages between Raiken and Bombshell. Okay, and in these messages is Raiken sharing information about yes, it isn't going to be negative on her, just to be clear. Raiken shared, look, her and Bombshell talked a lot in messages, and Raiken shared those messages with Flava to put them out there so everybody to see that Bombshell is just as messy and she goes real life as well. And that was the whole point of showing the messages. And so then Bombshell goes live and says, those are not the real messages. Here's the real thing. And I didn't click on nothing. And I didn't want to get nudes of Amber. Nudes were supposedly exchanged. Amber says she was supposed to call the cops. Allegedly, that's what was said in the chat. They're like, Amber's calling the cops on you, Bombshell, because you asked for nudes of Amber. And she's like, no, I did it. That's a fucking lie. I asked for the links to streams about me. And it's a whole fucking mess. But Bombshell said Raiken was not giving her the real messages. And that doesn't make sense because the messages didn't make Raiken look good either. Just like y'all sit here and say about the group messages that John got. She didn't look innocent in those either. So why would she purposely put out shit that make her look bad while y'all are screaming she's trying to cover her own ass? It doesn't make sense. Okay? But they're all going at her hardcore and they're all like, Cindy, JJ, Siwa, Kendra, where are y'all? Why aren't y'all giving her a cape or some shit like this? Some stupid comment. We weren't involved in that back then. So I don't know what you expect us to say, but all I can do is speak for myself and tell you this. Raiken hasn't been doing that shit since she's left that side over there. That I have witnessed, that I have seen. And yes, we talk behind the scenes. It's not just, oh, we only talk on YouTube. No, we talk behind the scenes. And she is not ever just giving me, oh, thank you, Miss Diane, for your continued support. Thank you, thank you. Yes, hopefully the weather doesn't prevent anything, but I got plans for Thanksgiving. If not, I'll just have to, I'm just going to buy all the food to cook in the next day or two and have it in the fridge just in case we can't go do what we want to do so I can still cook a feast. But thank you. I appreciate it. I hope you have a happy Thanksgiving too. Her chat was rough last night. Whose chat was rough? EKC's? Okay, yeah, I talked to Raiken last night and, I didn't watch Miss EKC though, but I did know she was doing a stream about it as well. But y'all sit here going on and on and on about this. If you want to know if she's still up to those things, she's not. Not with me at it, and I haven't heard her doing that with anybody else. And again, I can't speak for everybody, but I'm telling you, she has not just randomly sent me shit to go at somebody else, doxing somebody, planning to take someone down, planning to ruin someone's life. I haven't seen her do that since she left that side. So while I can't speak on what everybody else has experienced with her, that's my experience. And we've been talking behind the scenes since she walked away over there, last March? So all y'all that are swearing up and down she's still doing that, well, she's not doing it with me. And y'all swear up and down that's the only reason she's still welcome over here is because she's doing my dirty deeds. No, she's not. I don't want her to do any dirty deeds because that puts her right back in the headspace that she was already in that almost took her from us. And I don't want her going through that again. And I don't want her feeling that way again about herself. The whole point of her putting out the messages is to own up to her misdeeds and her faults and get it out there and walk away from it and be done with it and she's made apologies where they were needed. And yes, she probably still has more apologies to make. I will say this though, there was a comment about the maternity robe that I bought and I supposedly wore it to a housewarming party. First off, I've never went to a housewarming party, so don't know where that came from. Second off, I didn't buy the robe for myself. It was a gift for someone else. That's why I said I bought it for a certain reason. It's just none of y'all's business. Yeah, it wasn't for me. It was for someone else. Someone that I really care about, someone that was pregnant at the time. That's what it was for. But I don't know where this housewarming party came from, but I really don't know where that came from. But no, why would I wear that to a housewarming party? Honestly, that thing is so gaudy and so big. It's just a bunch of tulle or whatever around it. Why would I wear that? Like, do you know how embarrassing that would be to wear that in public, let alone a housewarming party? I mean, come on. But no, that part was about me, y'all, but I don't care. So what? It's not that big of a deal. Right. And me and Raiken have our own issues, but she's apologized to me. She has told me the shit she's done. She has shown me the shit she has done and apologized for it. And yeah, she was still doing that shit. She wouldn't be welcome over here, but she's not. Again, I can't speak for everybody else, but I have not seen her do any of that. I know, Purple. Hold on, y'all. I'm really behind on the comments. Give me a second. Right. And a lot of people with Raiken, they look to the people all up in arms about it, though. I know, Kendra. Yeah. To the people up in arms about this whole Raiken thing, y'all running into bombshells, be like, oh my God, that's so bad. That stuff was nothing compared to what we saw in the group chats that were requested of Raiken. Y'all wanted that of her. Hey, Blitz Chris. Y'all wanted that of her. Y'all enjoyed that side of her. That's why y'all wanted her with you. And then when she didn't want to do that anymore, all of a sudden, she was to be exiled. And now y'all are trying to dig up when her grandparents died. Is that not the same thing they are bitching about going real life? Digging up someone's information? Like, just stop it. There's no reason to do that. And yes, the things in those messages were really bad. I can agree with you there. She's not doing those things still, to the best of my knowledge. Has it with me. Haven't heard her do it with anybody else. And that kind of, segues into the chicken situation. If you don't know, E11 is another creator. She was a blogger for 90 Day Fiancé. She then became a YouTuber. And she does a lot of commentary, does a lot of stuff about this community now. And her chickens got called on. She has chickens at her home. And they got called on. And she now has to give them to someone else till she can fight the HOA or fight animal control. I'm not too sure what. But she says she has to fight, like hire a lawyer and try to fight it. But she has to remove her chickens from her home. Which are her emotional support chickens. And she said, y'all can make fun of all you want. But she raised them from when they hatched on. And I think she said she's been raising them since February. But I raised 25 chickens for FFA. I know how much work goes into it. I know about waking up at the crack of dawn to collect the eggs and feed them and give them the water and make sure they have the correct food and all that stuff. I know. I know how much work goes into it. I have 25 of them. So I get that. But to try to sit here and say you think it might be Raiken, she knows what would happen if she were to found to be culpable of doing such a thing. Y'all are trying to insinuate these things about her when that just puts her right back where she was with you guys. She risked so much, even her identity being given out, walking away from all the shit that was going down in the group messages that everybody was cool with. I mean, y'all called Game Warden on me for a fucking egg because I was trying to save a duck. Okay, like, and again, yes, they were privately owned. They weren't endangered species or protected by wildlife. Like, none of that. It was just a fucking duck. Which when you can buy duck eggs off the internet, a fucking dozen of them for like $8. But this egg was anyway. We're not getting back into it. But y'all call a Game Warden for a week straight trying to get me arrested over that. It's disgusting, and all that shit went down in these group messages. Which whatever, but that's not okay. Whoever did that to you, and I don't. But why are you trying to put that on Raiken? That puts her right back at square one. Which, if she wanted to continue to do that shit, why would she risk what she did by coming to us and giving us the truth and giving us the group messages? Same thing with Flava. Why would she go to Flava and give all the proof of all the dirt she's been doing to clear her name and to get to admit it all, get it out there, and get in front of it and make her apologies if she was just continue to do the fuck shit behind the scenes? That doesn't make sense. That's like, you might as well say she wanted to get doxxed by everybody. She wanted her kids to be posted. She wanted her husband's information to be out there. She wanted her family members' pictures posted. She wanted her address to be posted. Like, nobody wants that unless they're doing it themselves. Hey, Valerie, how are you? I'm so glad you made it to the stream. Most people have 2 sets of grandparents, and hey, some people even have more. When they're split families, some people have more than 2 sets of grandparents. And some people have family friends that are like grandparents to them. Like, just stop. Y'all shouldn't be digging into that. Wait, Lindsay's blaming you for that. Well, that's what she'll do. Lindsay, that don't make sense. Stop blaming people for shit unless you fucking know. When has Kendra said she was going to do such a thing as go after the chickens? Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to keep up. Give me a second. Okay, I'm caught up now. But when everybody called on Jules the squirrels, wasn't it? Look, and I don't, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not trying to be messy. But didn't Bambi admit to calling on the squirrels? Was it Bambi that called on her squirrels? That whole thing was shitty as hell because she wasn't doing nothing. Did I agree with it? The whole thing of feeding them to where they would be dependent on that? No. But what I call, hell no. Hell no. That was so stupid. A lot of people got joy out of that. She wasn't hurting them. She wasn't like having them in the home and causing danger to them. That was stupid. And then y'all made one of her neighbors cry and upset about it. Like, that was fucked up. This is the first I've heard that Jennifer Positivity, that someone called on her farm twice. I didn't even know she had a farm. It was from E11 stream earlier today that I learned that she even had a farm. I didn't know Jennifer even had a fucking farm. But apparently 2 people called on Jennifer Positivity, or 2 times they called on Jennifer Positivity's farm. 2 times they called on E11's chickens. People called on the squirrels. People called on the duck egg situation. I mean, somebody out here is definitely doing a bunch of shit, but just wait for the proof. Or wait for them to say they are doing it. Or did they threaten they were going to do it beforehand? I mean, there would be a good example of who might do it. But Raiken's barely been around. And when she has been around, it's been about the Krama community, not about this shit. Right. Oh, Bambi wasn't the one that called about the squirrels. Does anybody know who? Has anybody admitted to calling about the squirrels? Right, Martin's mommy. Yeah. But let's... Really? Like, for fact. Like, for sure they admitted it 100%. They're the ones that did it. Oh my gosh. What assholes. What fucking assholes, man. It's not cool, to be clear. I've heard, I'm telling you, E11, if you're listening, which E11's offering $250. Was it $250 or $200? I think she said $250. A reward for anyone who could come to her with proof on who has done it or who was behind doing it. that she's offering you $250 if you'll tell her. But E11, if I knew, I would just tell you. I wouldn't expect anything, because that's fucked up and I don't agree with it. But I will tell you, as someone who's on this side and who does speak to people behind the scenes, I've heard no rumblings of anyone planning to do that to you, talking about doing that to you, threatening to do that to you. So I don't have even the slightest idea who could have done it to you, but you're sitting here saying you wonder if it's a neighbor that did it or is it from someone from internet. Considering they called twice on you and they called twice on Jennifer Positivity, more than likely it's someone from the internet. Someone called Animal Control on E11, which I don't even know that woman's name. I've heard someone call her a different name, but I don't know if it's a nickname or not. I don't know the woman's name, first, last name, her address, or anything. I know the state she lives in, and that's about it. And that's only because she spoke about the hurricane. That is the only thing I fucking know about the lady. So before you get worried, I don't know your information, nor do I want your information. And Raiken hasn't just supplied it to me to try to get anybody to me to do anything, or nor would I. But anyway, someone called on E11's chickens that she has, and she has to remove them from her home. And now she's got to fight the HOA, which she doesn't think she could win it. But there are people who are going to try to help her win. But it's, if she tries to keep them, it's $50 a day fine if she tries to keep them. So she can't do that. And she's worried about the safety of the chickens, that she had to take them to a farm. And she's worried about the safety of them. But she said they're her emotional support animals. They're her daughter's emotional support animals. She was crying. I mean, I've never heard her cry. So, and that is true. And I would think that too, if it wasn't for people. She said people are calling on Jennifer in Canada as well. So that's what makes me think of probably is someone from YouTube. But again, I don't know. We don't know for sure. Oh, really? That should look. Wow, fucking assholes. Disgusting. Thank you, Nine, for filling us in, because I didn't know that. Unbelievable. Well, and I'll say this. Y'all have to be careful what you share on YouTube, because what you think is something innocent, people will use it, any little crumb that you give them, as a way to fuck with your real life. As it's happened to me 1,000 times in this fucking community. And for usually when they have gone real life, it's been supported by that group. Like calling CPS on me twice. For what again? Like, it's disgusting and it's fucked up. And I don't agree with it. And if it ever comes out who did do such thing, you're going to be blocked from this channel. I don't care who you are. I will not be standing behind that. That is not okay to do to anybody. I'd understand it if she was neglecting the chickens and the chickens look sick and they look like they weren't healthy, or we saw her abusing them or any of that. No, she takes very good care of those animals from what we've seen. Yeah, that bitch needs to stop. Y'all need to get that bitch back on her chain. She is always running that fucking mouth. You think it's some asshole neighbor? Who knows? I mean, because she said that they do go outside. So maybe a neighbor just saw it and didn't agree with it. I don't know, but I hope she finds out who it was. I hope it's someone from the area that you live at, Kendra. I mean, sorry, Kendra. E11. I hope it's someone from the area that you live at. I really do, because it's not cool, whoever did it. Unless it's a neighbor, then that's between you and the neighbors. Right. Like I said, I took care of 25, so I know how upsetting that could be. Hell, I cried like a baby when one of them died. That is true, too. Mm-hmm. So if she wants to know how this channel feels, E11, we don't agree with whoever did that if it's someone from YouTube. Just so you know. And I hope you figured out. Hey, Adam, how are you? But I will say this to you, E11. I would be careful about threatening revenge. It is illegal to, I'm telling you this as someone who's trying to help, like, it is illegal to threaten revenge for someone using the reporting system for valid complaints, or any complaints. Honestly, you can't threaten retaliation. That is a felony. It really, really is a felony. Just like if someone calls CPS to report something that they worried about, animal control, like you can't threaten retaliation. Again, I went to court over that with someone who threatened to beat my ass because I reported her beating on her son right in front of my door. And me and my daughter both witnessed it. Her reach her hand back and slap this little 6-year-old across the face as hard as she could. I was crying my eyes out, called the cops, reported it, and she threatened she was going to beat my ass. And she did it right in front of the cops. She got a charge over that. So just don't do it. It's not worth it. Don't say stuff like that. I know you're mad. I know you're angry. Please don't say stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know why she would think it'd be Raiken. I'm not too sure. Yeah, and that's what Kendra said, is like she thought it was someone from YouTube that called on her, and it was actually a neighbor. I don't know anybody that knows her name. She said, "Hey, Sarah, how are you?" She said she thinks it might be Raiken because she thinks Raiken's the only one that has her information. I doubt Raiken's the only one that has your information. Again, I can only speak on myself. I don't have it, nor do I want it. Never asked for it. But I highly doubt she's the only one that has your information. So please don't just try to pin it on her just because of that. That's not very fair. And she said if she's wrong, she will issue an apology to Raiken. That if she's actually not behind it, she will issue an apology because she's not trying to be messy by blaming it on her, but she's just very upset for good reason. I think myself, it's when she said that she lets the chickens outside and the neighbors probably saw it. I mean, that's the only reason I would think it might be a neighbor. But I don't know. I mean, when you live in those subdivisions with HOA, especially HOA with HOA has a bunch of Karens on it, if you don't know. A bunch of Kens and a bunch of Karens. They love reporting shit. It's fucking horrible. At the resort, we had an HOA, and it was a fucking nightmare. People reported you for the dumbest shit. Hell, if you had the wrong color tarp at the resort, if you had the wrong color tarp over your firewood, you got reported. So stupid shit like that, and a neighbor's the one that reported it. So you just don't know. But please don't let's not throw names out there, y'all. Lindsay, let's not throw names out there because you don't fucking know. And you're trying to get a bunch of shit started that doesn't need, stop making it worse than it is. Hey, Pretend Fashionista, how are you? Yes. Well, she said, well, I don't know if it's because of group chat. I'm not too sure if she was thinking just group chat. She said she has clicked links that Raiken has sent her, so that's why she thinks it might be her. But I don't for 1 second believe it's Raiken. But again, I don't know. But it doesn't make sense for her to try to get away from all that shit of going real live and then sit here and do it anyways. Why would she do that? She's already got a whole bunch of things coming at her from being honest about her conversations with Bombshell. I know, y'all. Hell, look, E11. It would be very hard to be in a subdivision with HOA and have wildlife. So I don't know if you could fight. I hope you could fight it and fix it, or they allow you the few you have. I don't know, but if they mean that much to you, honestly, maybe consider getting a little piece of land and moving out there where you don't have to deal with HOA, because it is a fucking nightmare. My mom's going to be leaving the resort and moving in with my dad somewhere soon. Like they're searching for a house outside of the resort because they don't want to deal with the HOA's bullshit. My dad likes to have vehicles to work on them. He likes to tinker around. He likes to have, all his rides, like the 4-wheelers and the golf carts and the jet skis. And my dad has like pontoon boats. I mean, he's got so much shit, and you can't have that at the resort. So they can't stand it. They want to get away from it. They're going to get a land somewhere else and build their own house from scratch. Their dream home, because they don't want to deal with the rules. So, I mean, if they truly bring that much joy, maybe consider that with hubbies. But again, I know it's easier said than done. Oh, we do know that this community does shit like that too. Yeah, I don't think we should blame it on any one individual. I don't think we should be throwing out names who we think could have done it besides saying someone from YouTube or someone from HOA, but don't put no names about, oh, it must be her. Like, let's not do that. Oh, did you see? Oh, y'all got to see the merch, by the way. Some of the merch I made, or the stuff I made, I even want to buy. I was working on it last night. Could it even have a slide out front for my kids, like the little toddler one? Wouldn't you want your neighborhoods? Those HOAs get out of control. Like I said, they have a lot of Karens and Kens on them, and they will report you for the dumbest shit. And they're always looking for things to report. That's very well known about HOAs. So, look. Apparently, people in her chat are going to help her try to fight it, and I hope they can. But I hope no one, like I said, if we find out, if it comes out, it's someone from this side or any part of our community, you're going to be blocked from this channel, no matter who you are. So, is it going to be worth it? No, she hasn't. She hasn't mentioned nothing about it. She hasn't mentioned nothing about going after E11. None of that. So I don't even get why that's the thing. Just because you think she has your information. Don't know. Like, I don't know. But I think it's just a real shitty thing to do, considering what she's already dealing with. But who knows? The froster was explaining how by bed she meant mattresses on the floor. Try to remain respectful. When Sloth Girl. Who is Sloth Girl? I never know those people. But they sound like a mess, whoever they are. True. That is true as well. And she said it might be someone from the neighborhood. She also said she was going to go door to door to find out who it was. I wouldn't say stuff like that. That could get you in legal trouble, and that could get y'all removed from the area. I wouldn't say stuff like that where you're going to go door to door to find out who did it. Even if you're thinking something innocent, just watch what you say, please. Anything that could be as a veiled threat, it's going to backfire. Don't say those things. I'm just trying to give you a heads up because, again, it is against the law to retaliate. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. HOAs are a pain in the ass, no matter where it is. I do hope so too. Fair Housing Act might be worth looking into. Well, 11, if you're listening. And she said that even if she gets to fight with the animal control and get to keep the chicken, she feels that they're going to call the animal welfare next, which I didn't even know animal welfare was a type of division that you could report things to. I didn't fucking know. I thought it was just all animal control. But she feels like, she wins it with HOA and animal control, that they're going to do the animal welfare next, which even if they wanted to do that, E11, what are they going to claim? Your chickens aren't beaten and they're not starving. What are they going to claim? You're not neglecting them. Did she say a whole ass farm? I don't know if she said a farm. I know she just has her chickens but if she wants a farm, definitely going to have to relocate, girl. Oh, okay. If she said it, then sorry if I misspoke. I think at first she said she was going to go door to door, and then towards the end she said the petition part. Oh, shit. What does she want to live in a zoo? People on the board have nothing better to do than tell you all the rules, you break it. And like I said, they're always looking for a reason. But again, if it wasn't for people reporting Jennifer Positivity's farm also 2 times, I don't even think I wouldn't think it was YouTube at all. But it is thus. I don't know the time frame that Jennifer got reported, but if it was in the past week, then yeah, that's sus. That's alarming. Like I said, I didn't even know she had a farm until E11 stream. Well, if you let us know, we'll support it. No, I don't know. She also said how John had been mentioning the chickens a lot a lot of people have mentioned the chickens, but I don't know what he supposedly said. I'm not too sure what he supposedly said about your chickens, but I know a lot of us made fun of you having chickens in the bathroom, quote unquote. But I don't think it, I mean, no point did it come across my mind or chat's mind to call animal control over it. That was stupid. But I am sorry because you do seem really upset. As she said, all that time she spent on those chickens is going to go towards this person, whoever did it. If she finds out who did it, and if it's someone from YouTube, that all that time and energy she spent in those chickens, she's going to put it towards the person. And God have mercy, or God bless you, or something. God have mercy on you, or some shit like that. So, like I said, watch. Just be careful how you word things. It's not worth a legal charge. Don't do it. I hope so too. I think it was shitty when the squirrels were messed with. I think it's shitty with her chickens. I think it was shitty with what they did at the duck egg situation, which, whatever, I learned something from it, actually, about what to do in the future to help animals, but it is what it is. I don't think anybody else has been reported. Oh, Jennifer Positivity, apparently her farm's reported. And I'll say this, Penelope, I would stop sharing things about your farm if that's what this community is doing. Don't share, George, I know you're friends with her. Tell her to quit sharing things about the farm. Because if that's the type of energy people are on, don't share it. Even if she's doing everything right, it's not worth it. Don't do it. But I guess there's no way to find out exactly who did it. Like, I guess you can't do a FOIA for HOA or the animal control. I don't know if they called the HOA and reported, or they called animal control and they reported to HOA. I'm not too sure. I don't think she went into great detail about how it all went down. But if the HOA called animal control, you think they would be like, yeah, we called animal control about this. But I don't know if you can FOIA things that are reported to HOAs. And that is true. Once they have rules, the rules are set no matter what it is. So, and E11 even said that. She goes, it's pointless to try to fight at HOA. It's practically impossible to fight against their rules. That is very true. But it wasn't harming anybody else. Nobody should have fucking done anything. Point blank, period. Get something better to do with your time. And they all made fun of it. And she even participated in it and wore a duck egg on her head one day, and or an egg on her head. And they made fun of it forever, which it's not, I don't take it that serious though. I wasn't really attached to it. I was just trying to save it. And I was putting time into that damn egg. I bought, what are those things called where you put the eggs in and it spins to keep them healthy? I can't think of it. Incubator. I bought an incubator for that egg, like the egg. And before I could get the incubator, before Amazon delivered the incubator thing, I was going into, I kept it in a room that was really warm, had a lamp thing over it, and I was churning the egg every 2 hours, like slowly churning it, because you're supposed to do that if you don't have the thing that spins. I was doing that every 2 hours, and I did that for like 4 or 5 days before we figured out it was no longer whatever you call it. I can't think of the words right now. Yeah, I was putting time into it, and I was irritated over it, but that was just a few days. I can't imagine. Since February. 10 months. But they all thought it was perfectly warranted to call the game warden and harass the game warden for a week. Again, they were trying to get me fucking arrested, y'all. They were trying to get me a federal charge. When I already said, before y'all even try, I've already looked up. These are privately owned. They're not protected. They're not, this isn't in the state park. This isn't wildlife, like wildlife, or whatever it's called. Wildlife and rehabilitation protected. Anyway, I said, it's none of those. It's just a regular fucking duck, that egg that you could buy offline right now if I wanted to. Okay. Look, she's on here shaming people for having emotional breakdowns and make fun of people who suffer from addiction. But she wants to say those chickens are her emotional.
And the truth shall set you free, motherfuckers. And there it is. And there it is.
Very good point. But it still doesn't warrant what they're doing, to be clear. It was just about getting, I mean, they didn't give a fuck about the egg, just like they didn't give a fuck about my child. They just wanted to hurt me. I have never thought to look at the city stuff. Purple? Oh, and they still make fun of it. I mean, but whatever. We're past that point. But again, y'all all thought it was the best thing ever. Just like, I'm more upset about y'all call CPS on my daughter twice. And her had to be investigated twice because of you assholes and being asked questions by a man that she's never met, sitting on the couch asking her, has anybody touched you here, there, there? That is more disturbing and pissing me off than anything. And that was celebrated when everybody did that shit back then. You know, they're like, we didn't do it. Yes, you fucking did. And you threatened to do it for weeks before it happened. So knock it off. If you didn't do it, you incited it. Girl, that seems important. But okay, I think that's about covers it. I just wanted to chat very quickly about those situations. Again, if I see the cat outside again, to the person who's trying to help, I will let you know ASAP. But it is a 2-hour drive. So let me know if that's something you still want to help with, or if you have a rescue group that can help out. Because I don't want that cat out there. It's way too freaking cold. Oh yeah, I'm still pissed off. I'll never forgive that group for that fucking reason right there. Never ever. And I still have sympathy over things, but the main people involved in that, I will never feel bad for you. But E11 wasn't part of that. Let me tell you this. When all those assholes were going at me with the whole hurricane thing and making fun of me and all that, E11 was one of the only ones that actually fucking tried to check on me. Without being an asshole, without being a smartass, without using it over me or anything. She actually tried to reach out more than once to see if I was okay. Now, I didn't see it until the internet got back on, but still, once it came back, all the notifications come through. She tried more than once. She did it on her own, and then she tried through someone else to get a hold of me. So, I don't think she's a cold, heartless bitch like the others. Well, I think isn't that why Penelope moved and she got her own land, because she knew she couldn't have those animals in the city limits, which she had. Didn't she have animals still when she was in the city limits? But thank God no one did anything back then. Oh, she did? Oh, well, I didn't know. I didn't know she did. Good to know. See, just when I think that someone was actually genuinely being nice, maybe not. I can't ever tell with this community anymore. That's why I'm very standoffish with a lot of people, and I don't mean to be, but people are too good at lying and manipulating you. So it's best to keep a distance from people behind the scenes. But like I said, Raiken is one of the ones I talked to y'all, and she hasn't said anything like that. She hasn't sent things randomly like she did back then of this is this person's information, this is this person's, we should do this to this person, we should do this to this person. Oh, I'm coding their chat. Here's a link to this, here's a link to this, report this, this is this one's name, this and this. Like, she hasn't done that not one fucking time since she left over there with me, at least. To me in an email or in a text, she hasn't done any of that. So if that's what you're worried about, I have not seen it not once. If she was still doing that, I would not be cool with her. Like I say, y'all swear up and down that the only reason me and Geneva and Raiken are still cool is because they held all my secrets and they're doing all my dirty deeds. They're not doing anything because I don't ask them to do anything. I don't ask them. I didn't ask Muzz to do a bunch of shit for me either. She was off, and that's another thing. She did the shit y'all are bitching about is what Muzz was doing. Offering up shit without you asking, sending you clips without you wanting it, sending you links, telling you to report everything, doxing this one, doxing that one, telling you to call this, telling you to call that. All this shit, that's what she does. And I couldn't fucking stand it about her. I ignored her most of the time because that's what she was doing, unwarranted, unsolicited. But y'all will still be cool with her. So are you actually upset about it, or are you just upset because you don't like her? What did she say? I rarely watch her, to be clear. I rarely watch her. I probably watched 5 streams total since she started her channel. So this is why I depend on the chat a lot to fill me in on some stuff, because a lot of stuff goes unnoticed. Exactly, Valerie. Thank you. Yeah, if she was still doing that, y'all, I wouldn't be over here saying anything on her defense. But I don't want her to go back to that version of herself. And we all have been a part of that. Most of us who have a fucking soul have all been a part of that, where we link up with certain people and we start doing things that are unnatural for us. And we get lost in the hate. A lot of people do that. A lot of people in this community have felt like, I don't know why I hated you so much. I don't know why I said those awful things. I just got wrapped up in the hate. That I understand that. There's been a lot of people since then, since the fallout with that side, that have come to me and made apologies saying, I also got wrapped up in the hate, like Raiken did. I don't know why I said the things. I hope you can forgive me, but if you don't, I completely understand. Which I'm not outing their names, and I'm not going to. But a lot of people get wrapped up in it. That's understandable. What's not understandable is to keep it going and think that, come out here and preach how you're a great person, you're on the side of doing right, while you do shit like that, you know? And does. I know, right? Martin's mommy. No, I'm already very happy with the goal. Look, Donna, or not Donna, sorry, Miss M to the B and Miss Diane both gifted memberships, and I'm very, very happy. Very happy with that. And then you get the super chat. Thank you. You don't have to do that. But I mainly just needed some help with memberships, and they helped out. And like I said, when I go live, I don't want to deal with my card shit tonight. But the next time I go live, when I'm not tired and have a headache, I will be also gifting out 5 memberships. It's such a pain in the ass because I keep all my cards locked. By the way, I went to go watch Wicked last night with the girls, and they gave me their big ass Beetlejuice poster. Y'all know the posters they hang up in the theaters, the huge posters. You know, you could get they will give those to you if you request them. So back when I went to go watch Beetlejuice with the girls, I told them, "Can I have that poster when y'all are done with it?" And they're like, "Yeah, what's your name and your phone number, and we'll let you know." Which they never called, let me know. So last night when we went to go watch Wicked, which I'll give you a little review of Wicked in just a minute. And again, thank you so much, y'all. I have not seen Raiken. Right, same. Oh, okay. The commenters, well, yeah, her main chat are all haters of mine, so I would assume they weren't nice. But if she wasn't saying anything, then right. Thank you, Geneva. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you so much, Martin's mommy and Sarah. Thank you, guys. I'm very grateful. Thank you. So when I was there last night, I said, well, do y'all so it was like, y'all, the movie didn't end until midnight. We were there at midnight. There's only one worker left. I was like, so I gave y'all my information like months ago about the Beetlejuice poster. Do y'all still have it? She's like, oh, well, let me go get it for you right now. And she went to the back room and had the poster, and there's a like triangle long ass box, which that was interesting trying to put that box into an Uber. Let me tell you, we had to sit it in between the front seat and the back seat, like where the console is. That was the only place we could fit it. It was that fucking big. So when I got home, I was like, I didn't think it was going to be that huge. There's only one part I could put it on. Look, it's in the hallway. Okay. That's the only space I had to put this big ass fucking poster. And it's like right in front of Princess's door. Like when she walks out, she's like, it's going to be a jump scare every time. I was like, nope, that's your new daddy. Tell him hi. But it's just huge Beetlejuice. But we're gonna, when we go back, we're gonna ask for the Moana for her room. She wants the Moana 2 poster, which is real life, actually, if you didn't know. And then the little girl that we take with us, I forgot what poster she wants. But when we go back to watch the movies, we'll get the others. But anyways, if you don't know, you can get those posters and they're free. You just got to ask them for it. So Wicked last night. If you haven't watched Wicked, I'm not into musicals. If you're not into musicals, it's going to be a little annoying. Just heads up. Singing, not which I know Wicked was a Broadway musical from my understanding, and that's why the movie's based off of. But I expected to be more movie, less singing. But it's singing from beginning to end. So just if you enjoy that, you'll love it. I'm not really into it. I mean, it was a good movie. It was a really good movie. The visuals were awesome and amazing. The woman that plays Elphaba is so beautiful. Even in all that green makeup, she is so pretty. Ariana Grande was hilarious in it. It's a really cute movie to take your kids to. So just be prepared for a lot of singing, though. The next movie we want to see is Red One, which is that Christmas one with The Rock in it. Like I said, Moana, when that one comes out. And then Lion King, when that comes out, the second one, the girls want to go see it. So, a lot of movies to see in the future. I still have to put up my Christmas tree. I haven't put up my Christmas tree because I don't have many Christmas stuff. When in my storage unit, I had so much Christmas decorations, but it mostly got ruined by the elements. So by the dirt and the dust and mice. And the storage unit was supposed to be protected from mice, but it's not. And I had to throw away 90% of my Christmas stuff. So all I have is the tree I got last year. So I'm not even in the Christmas spirit anymore. I like to decorate everything decked out in Christmas, but I lost all my stuff. So I'll build it up over time, though. Yay. Thank you, 9. Just for that. Just to say thank you.
As long as you call me Dirty Tooch or Dirty Puss.
Since you popped that cherry, thank you so much. 9's first ever super chat went to none other than Siwa Moon. How about that? Thank you so much. She's not as hardcore and evil like the others. I do think she participates in it, but she's not. I don't know. To each their own. But like I said, if y'all have not seen, y'all got to see some of this real quick. Let me show you before we go. Oh, is it your favorite? Hey, anytime you do a super chat, y'all can request any video I have. There's also this other new one I did. Let me show you. It's mainly for, you know how the bug's like, you know what the problem is? And that's what the problem with this community. So every time we hear her say some shit like that, I'll play this.
And what's the problem today?
That learning disability is really starting to show, Bug. It's not a learning disability. You're delusional. That's what the problem is.
So that's a new one we added to the repertoire. I can't ever say that right. But we got the Momo one where she's taking everybody to court, the Too Old to Hag, Muzz crop dusting everyone. Yeah, we got a few, as y'all know. We have a whole bunch. But let me show y'all this before we go. This is stuff I was designing all night. And like I said, I even think I'm going to buy some of this. Let me show you. Okay, 1 second. Hold on. Let me make the screen larger. Give me a second now. Okay. So if you go over to store when you go to my main channel, you go over to store, look. Now I had more cups like this, but they denied some of the cups that said Proud Ally. But Ballbuster University is something for all the people who call me out on my shit. They're Ballbusters, mainly Cali Girl. So that shirt was made in her honor. But look at this drawstring backpack. I love the design that I made. This and this traveler's mug, which is like a coffee cup. I like all of this design right here. That's my favorite. But I really love that backpack, that little drawstring bag. I love that. And then most of it's just like Moonchild stuff. There's candles. There's a hat. Like I know Miss Wendy, you asked for a hat, but you just got to tell me what you want on it. Don't care, don't watch, don't listen. Graphic tee. I don't know if y'all can see that. Hold on, let me look. Yeah, right there. This shirt is don't care, don't watch, don't listen. That's a good part. Magnets, with the prices on the magnets are fucking crazy, but that's how much they asked for. I guess because of all the colors they have to use. I don't know, but I was just giving options for the people who don't want, like, it doesn't matter. Phone cases, I'd rather stand alone than be fake, or Siwa Squad. Here's some shirts that are like unisex, so boys or girls could get it. But a bag, shirts, and then more candles. But that design on that bag and the colors, I just love that color. So, like I said, I think I'm going to even get that bag or the traveler's mug. But I was just wanting to know how to add stuff. I wanted to do things for my Amazon gift list or like my Amazon merch, because I have merch on Amazon too, because I'm an Amazon creator / influencer. But I couldn't, you can't put that on YouTube. You have to create a whole new store and then link it. So I had to go to Fourth Wall and create the store and link it. And it is a pain in the butt, just letting you know. It is a pain in the butt, but it is so, I really liked it. But anyways, for those that don't know, there's those. Thank you, Miss Debbie. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. If there's any video you want me to play, let me know. But until then, if you don't have one in mind, we again have this one.
I fucking denounce you. You're fucking denounced!
Where is Cali Girl? Cali Girl's doing good. She had a new grandbaby. I think she said she was moving the last time she left a comment, but she's just enjoying life. And same with Generator. He's focusing on his channel and he's just enjoying life. This community did a number on Generator and it wasn't good for him, is all I'm going to say. So I'm happy he's detached from the community. He still shows support every once in a while and it keeps, touch base with people. But he's doing great, y'all. He's doing great. No, thank you so much, Miss Debbie. I appreciate you. Hey, Daniel. We were just about to get going. I'm sorry. We're just about to get going. Oh, Generator just uploaded. Yeah, he still has a channel if those didn't know. And the link, the name's at the bottom of the screen, but his channel, like I say, he's got over 10,000. Last time I looked, he had over 10,000 subs. And he's not even monetized, which I keep trying to tell him to get monetized, but he doesn't really want to. He doesn't think it's worth the headache, or he said, I didn't do it for the money, but sir, you'd be doing good and you can help you out. Miss this so much if you would take the steps for monetization. But anyways, he's doing great. And so is Cali Girl. She just checks it every once in a while. Jade was on vacation, but she's going to be back, but it's a bad time frame right now. She's sleeping right now. But Jade's doing well. There's a lot of people still doing well. Miss Joanna, I still keep trying to reach out to you so we could chat. And we keep missing each other. I texted you again last night, so I don't know if you saw that, but I got to give her a phone call. But before we go, let me go ahead again and say thank you again to Michelle for the 5 memberships, Miss Diane for your 5 memberships, for Martin's Mommy for the milestone membership, for Miss Diane for the milestone, Martin's Mommy for the $5, Sarah B for the $5, 9 for his first ever super chat $5. And then, of course, Miss Debbie and her two super chat saying Merry Christmas and Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you so much, Miss Debbie. All right, y'all, I'm going to get going. I will probably see y'all tomorrow. I just wanted to clear it up. E11, I'm sorry about your chickens, and I hope you figure out who did it. And we all are on the same page. Nobody should have done that, and that's across the line. If, again, it's from someone from YouTube. But anyone who does, if you know someone who did it in this community, they're offering $250 if you could say who it is. So something to chew on, because I'm sure pretty much everybody could use that type of money, extra income for Christmas. All right. Thank you again, everyone. And I will see y'all next time. Bye, y'all.
If I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby, you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed, thinking something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing?
So if I play dead, will you regret everything that you did, that you said? I don't think you understand what you're doing, and my heart's black and blue from the bruising. I feel like when I'm with you I'm losing. I feel like you think that this amusing, sitting there gaslighting and confusing. Was it me? Is it me? Am I deluded?